Another Brink Radio exclusive.
What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink On, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are listening to Brink Radio right here on 96.3 FM. Talking about bumping 96.3 because you know Brink put the B in bumping, right? Of course you do. Look, listen, we got a super dope guest on the show tonight, and he actually from Memphis. His name is Memphitz. We talking about my guy, Memphis. How you
what
doing,
up, dog?
homie?
Bumping, man. What up, dog?
Hey, man, we talking about his committed partner.
His committed partner.
Hey, man.
What up, M-Town? What you do? What up, world?
Hey, first and foremost, I got to say thank you for being a guest on the show,
Man, I appreciate
man.
you having me, Brink. What up, man?
Man.
Thank you for finally. Finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Well, you say we met before, but finally we met again. Okay, here we
I'm
go.
going to show you the picture after the interview,
We got a
man.
picture we took and everything?
We got a picture, man.
Okay,
You
let's
actually did a drop for me and everything that night. It was
did?
crazy. Yeah. You had
probably
the
did
shades on. We talking about the waves. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you was lit, bro.
I was lit.
Yeah.
Lit like drunk or?
Nah, well, I don't know. I don't even know
No, I'm just
about all
playing.
that. I'm pleased.
I'm just
to feel.
playing. I'm just joking.
But
I'm just
it
joking.
actually, of course, what we're talking about, just to give y'all a little bit of context, man, my guy actually got the key to the city in Memphis.
Yes.
Him and my guy, Drummer Boy. And you say you
Shout out
ain't
to
even-
Drummer Boy.
You didn't get the key, bro.
I ain't get my key, dog.
They ain't give you the key.
Where my key at,
How
dog?
they give you the key, but they ain't give you the
Man,
key?
they ain't give me no key.
Why
I don't
they
even know what the
playing?
key do. What does the key do? If anybody in the city know what the key does, do I get to eat free? Do I
don't
get
know.
to just walk up in the movies,
I know it can get
pull
you.
up at the game, and just sit down?
It can get you a job at FedEx. I know that.
I don't want that. I worked at FedEx for one day. I
yeah?
swear to God, I quit.
Man, that's
couldn't do it.
crazy. That's one of those jobs, man. I saw another interview. You say you used to work at Home Depot,
Yeah, I used to work at Home Depot.
bro. What was you doing at Home
Fired
Depot
me
though?
for- I was selling my own carpet back there. I figured out a way to sell the carpet.
Yeah.
So they got me up out of there. But anyway, yeah, I was at Home Depot. That's when I was interning in New York.
Okay.
I moved to New York. I ended up interning at Arista Records. So I was with L.A. Reid all the time, and I was kind of like I was helping deliver mail through the building, like
Okay.
that crazy story of being in the mail room.
Like a mail boy, who was that? Chris Rock on Boomerang. He was the mail boy.
it was kind of like
yeah.
that. So I was like, doing stuff like that, and just real Rudy Pooch stuff. You know what they had me doing. So it's like I end up. That's how I kind of got on.
So what was your
Interning through Arista, but at the same time, I had to go to Home Depot because I wasn't making no money as an intern.
Okay.
So I was broke.
Yeah.
Can we curse on this show?
I mean, we here.
All right. I was broke as
A-Ball
fuck.
said,
Yeah.
I was broke as a motherfucker.
I
Hey,
was broke as a motherfucker.
promise.
My life had no ends.
I promise,
Yeah, so
man.
it's like so basically that's what I was doing, bro. I had to work at Home Depot. I was doing little other stuff, some of my boys was like, yo, you just cause I went to New York with like maybe $2,000 in my pocket, and I thought I was paid. I sold a lot of stuff that I had, and I just kind of left. But when I got there, that money was gone in about 3-4 weeks.
What year is this though?
This is like 2000. I left in 2001.
Wow.
I left in 2001. And when I got there, 2001. 9/11 was 2001, right?
Facts, yeah.
Yeah, I was there for 9/11.
Sound like you was
Running.
fresh out of high school, bro.
Fresh out of high school. I was maybe two years out of high school.
Okay.
2 years, because I had already been talking about I need to leave. I'm trying to get my life. I'm like, I was always talking about TV in the house. All my brothers, they do. My sister, they got real. I would call it, I got a career, but they
Yeah.
got real, they like technical. My brother, a lieutenant at the fire station. Like my brothers is computer people, truck drivers, and I'm just the only one that used to be in the house.
Yeah.
My sister in the medical world, so I was just the only one in the house always talking about I'm gonna be on TV.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have a company. I'm gonna be a CEO. I always had these dreams of doing stuff like that. So that's kind of how I got in. Yeah.
It's crazy though, looking at you, man. We talking about big frame, man. You what, about 6'2"?
6'2", yeah, 6'2".
Man,
yeah.
big swole, dude. You ain't play no
not trying to-
football, bro.
I ain't playing no football.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you. I'm tripping. I played a little football.
Okay.
Memphis Samurais.
Okay.
Memphis Samurais. It was like a semi-pro, but I ain't playing school because just religious reasons. My mama, she didn't want me to play sports.
Yeah.
So I just was like, damn. So I end up trying to do other stuff. As soon as I got out of school, I was trying to play. I went and got on the semi-pro team because I was making the teams now.
Yeah.
But by the time my mama come up there and found out I'm on, stuff wasn't adding up. So my mama research and get there and find out I'm on the team, and she would get me off the thing. I ain't gonna lie. Whitehaven, Haven View, all that. it's
So
crazy.
growing up, did you have any like aspirations of being in the NFL or anything?
I
or
did.
What?
I really wanted to play for like the Raiders or the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had that was my dreams. I really wanted to be in the NFL, play football, and it did that. You know, sometimes some of them dreams miss you. You catch on to one or two, but that's the one I lost. You know what I'm saying? So I always regret it too. But I ain't got no regrets. Fuck a regret. I ain't got no regrets. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, I ended up choosing music. I was boxing. My boy was like, nigga, we wake up in the morning, you're gonna be horseback riding. Nigga, I was just trying to change my life and get out of Memphis for a minute and go see the world. And I went and saw the world. And I don't even sound the same as I sounded when I left.
Facts.
But because I went around the world a couple times. Like, so I've been so many places and, you know, I just altered myself to the world. Like, so I'm kind of like a world Memphis nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not that we not known all over the world. I'm just saying the way I do business. I'm kind of like, I do it in a world manner. You know what I'm saying?
Are there any cities or countries that like you really, really love? Like, especially with us being from Memphis, man, it had to be one place that you was like, bro, I'm really here. This is really happening.
I loved everywhere. I loved Jamaica. I love Japan. I love Dubai. I love Anguilla. Anguilla, that's an island.
See, my social studies is terrible. I went to Memphis City School, so I don't even know where that's at.
I went to Memphis City Schools too.
Where Anguilla
it's like that's West Indies. It's like West Indies island. It's still like it had a Jamaican vibe, but it was just different. I went over there. Yeah, I had to get on one of them little propeller planes with the propeller in the. Well, you took a real plane over there, but it's a plane to get to the island I was at, with a little propeller plane. Yeah, and one propeller, bro. You ever been on one of them planes?
No.
Yes.
Man, I only been on Delta.
Yeah, I was so scared. Well, I was like, dang, this motherfucker, it was shaking the whole way over. But when we got there, was beautiful. So that's when I started kind of loving islands and going to islands. And I go to an island and shit. I went to another island called Varena.
Okay.
That's in Puerto Vallarta.
Wow. See, I don't know where none of this is at, bro.
So look it up.
I gotta get my Google game.
You get to Puerto Vallarta, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
But then you drive, you take a boat over there. Yeah. And you got to go up. They take you up the mountain with a donkey, with your bags.
With a donkey.
With a donkey.
Saddlebag.
You get up to the top of the mountain though. It was kind of long. I don't know. But when you get up there, paradise type stuff.
Man, what type of food they got there though?
It was mostly fruit, but they had all kind of stuff up there.
Yeah.
They had little animals I ain't never seen running around, but they had like bacon. As long as you got bacon.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't eat bacon. I eat that pork, baby. That. Yeah, so they had everything.
Yeah.
Potatoes, yeah. It was different weird stuff going on, but I'll eat some weird stuff. Just to be like, I'm here, nigga. Yeah. I feel like I be going around the world scraping hits was here in the fucking side of the world. Like I was here. And I'll be happy with that. And then I'm happy to come back home and be like, get my soul back. Yeah. And then go back out there and do it again.
Yeah.
You know? So it's still countries I ain't been to that I want to go to. I haven't been to China yet. I've been to Paris. Just, you know. So I've been gone. I left and I came back, and I'm just like seeing people I haven't seen in a long time, passing my old schools, meeting new people. Yeah. Trying to figure out what I want to do next. Just out with all the stuff that happened in my life. I'm just like, it's time. Like I ain't never going away. Yeah. It's just a reset button. Now one day I'm telling y'all this right now. One day, when I hit the lick, I'm gone. I'm moving to an island. I'm gonna be island hopping. That's what I'm gonna do the rest of my life. That's how I'm gonna flex and
passport bros.
I come home when I want to, but I'm gonna be an island nigga probably.
So you talk about
ask me for advice.
You talk about a lot of different things that happen in your life, man. Let's jump in some of them, man. Right, man. Because we got a lot to explore. We got a lot to unpack, man. Sir. Your first taste in the music business, as you say, 2001-ish, that's a long time
No, I wasn't
ago.
in there yet.
Oh, you wasn't in there?
No.
You trying to get in?
I went there to do something. I went there to go to this school, IAR, Institute of Audio Research.
Okay.
I had a little slight model thing going on, and that's how I got up there. The dude here that was helping me take my pictures and trying to coach me into how to be a model. Because I was like, I'm moving to New York. I need to do something. And he was like, what about modeling? I was like, I'll do that. Yeah. So, but when I got up there, they was like, I had way too many tats and stuff. But that's kind of how I got up there. And then I got in this engineering school, and the guy from here told me about this girl that moved to New York in Harlem, and her name was Cherry.
Okay.
And I called her and I told her, she's like, "Oh, you from Memphis? You coming up here for real?" So she let me stay there for a minute, and then she had to put me out because her boyfriend came home. And the nigga was like, "Who is this nigga on my couch, nigga?" And I was like, "Oh," he's like, "You got to go, bro." I was like, "All right." So I left, whatever. But that's when I first got there. That's what I was doing. And then I went back. I moved to Queens, and that's when I was in IAR, Institute of Audio Research, and I was kind of doing engineering for a minute. But I was like, this ain't really what I came here for. It's like, it's something else. Something else. So we started doing internships at the school, and they gave me the list, and it was saying this, engineering this studio, engineering that studio. And then I seen one said Arista Records. And I was like, what is I was like, Arista Records? I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I was like, what's that? They was like, nah, skip over that one because that ain't got nothing to do with engineering. That's a record label. I was like, nigga,
that's the one I want. Yeah.
I've been here for 2 years. Fuck this school. I'm going here.
Yeah.
So I picked that. I was like, nah, I know what y'all saying, but just let me do this.
Yeah.
So but they still put me. I was working with Jimmy Douglas. That's Timbaland's engineer. So I used to be from Memphis. That was my first internship. And Timbaland and Missy used to be walking in the studio. I'd be losing all. I'm like, I want to go in there where they going.
Yeah.
And Jimmy used to be like, you supposed to be paying attention to these boards, nigga. I was like, fuck this board, man. I was like, I'm going in there. So he was like, yo, this ain't for you. He's like, engineering, this ain't for you. I was like, I was trying to tell you that. So I was like, I'm gonna go in there with them. So so that's when I got on the artist side. Then I started. Then like I said, I went to Arista Records. I get in the building. I'm going up. I'm looking around. I'm like, niggas taking me on a little tour because I was about to intern there. So somebody there took me on a little, and I'm looking around. I'm looking at plaques. I'm like, what? I was like, yo, I'm seeing every artist I ever seen on TV in Memphis on the walls.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, hell no. I'm coming here. So I took a little dubbing videos and little mail job and internship in there. But I figured I navigated my way through the building. Yeah. So by the time that's when I got into music. That took me about 2 years into getting there. I was there for like 2 years. I feel like it was my equivalent of college, but it was like New York streets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that you mentioned that because a lot of people don't understand. They feel like, man, it's overnight. And you just told me of a 2-year journey. You came there not even with the intention of music.
Yeah.
You just trying to figure out what you was finna do. And then eventually you elevated to that level.
I get in the label and I find out the music I like and stuff I just was naturally doing at work. They was like, yo, where you from? I was like, Memphis. So they started calling me Memphis, Tennessee, whatever. Yeah. And that's how the name came. Then, especially when the music started coming, they used to come down the hall in the Intern, like, that's the Intern. That's hits. Yeah. From Memphis. That's hits from Memphis. So I started being like in my head, like, that should kind of go together.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it worked. So I put it together. I just took the IS off and put a Z. What? TZ?
Yeah, TZ.
Yeah, I just put TZ.
Like I said, Memphis City Schools, baby.
Yeah,
we here.
Baby. You know what I'm saying? It was quick. I said that looked good on paper. That's how I came up with the name. So yeah. So from that point on, I was like, this is what I came to do.
No doubt.
Like, I felt it in my heart. I was like, this is my sport.
Yeah.
This is natural.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like that's how I kind of got on.
Man, we talking about the big leagues. You know, if I'm not mistaken, the first group that you actually worked with was Youngbloodz.
Youngbloodz.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I was an intern when I put Damn out. If you don't give a damn,
we don't give a.
I was an intern, but I was like I saw Lil Jon. I just orchestrated everything. I saw Lil Jon. He was popping. He was doing some. It was Crunk was coming.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, what if I put and I was when they put me with Youngbloodz was like, man, you crazy? This nigga, who is this nigga? Y'all tripping? Y'all really don't fuck with us at the label? Y'all gonna give us this dude?
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, listen to me. Forgive me. I'm like, I'm from the South. I know all this stuff. I'm like, I'm reciting records to them. They like, wait. They was like, all right. They was like, wait, you from Memphis? And so Memphis, like, made up like. It kind of got me in, like from like getting my trust from people. Yeah, kind of got me my trust when I got up there. Just the fact that I was from Memphis,
right?
And I just was like hard working, hustling. I was doing whatever I had to do for the artists. I used to be on the artists, being the hype man for all these artists when I was interning, doing A&R for them. I'd be on the stage. They'd be like, "You like a mascot?" Nigga. I was like, "I am the mascot."
Yeah,
I for anything I'm working on. I got you. I'm on the stage with you. I'm throwing T-shirts. I'm throwing water in people's face. I'm doing whatever you need to do to blow up because this is attached to my name too.
Facts.
So Yeah. So that's how it was. Youngbloodz, and Lil Jon. I put them in the studio with Lil Jon. We was all in the studio trying to figure out hooks and stuff. Lil Jon was walking around trying to find hooks.
Drinking Partners album.
Drinking
right?
Partners album. Drinking Partners. Yep. Shout out to J-Bo. Shout out to Sean Paul, Shark Crease, Herringbone Jones.
Hey man, look, it's definitely going down with them Youngbloods now.
Man?
We got to talk about, man, first time I saw you. You know what I'm saying? First time I saw you was J-Kwon Tipsy video. And I'm tripping because like that whole energy that was going on with that song, that video was just new. Like it was fresh.
Yep.
Y'all even had them beanies with the brims, bro. Only other person I saw had the beanie with the brim was Jay-Z. So y'all was the reason I started rocking the beanie with the brim, really? Bro. Yeah. You all in there, man.
Yeah, I did my first little acting parts and stuff like that. Yeah. That's Tipsy. Everybody in the club get tipsy. That's the second record I put out after Damn was popping. Then Tipsy came, and that was the second one that blew up. That was and it was like getting big, like world big.
Yeah.
So once it started getting world big, I started getting world big. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
and definitely got to say shout out to my guy J-Kwon.
What up,
man.
J-Kwon? What up, JD?
You know what's incredible? Like you came in at a perfect time because that's when New York began to kind of accept the South or become open to the South. I ain't gonna say accept because it took years. I remember, OJ the Juice Man got booed one time. You know what I'm saying? So, hard. But they began
what
to
up, OJ?
Exactly, man. Hey, 32 Entertainment. Hey, but that was at the time where they began to open their ears to it. You know, of course, obviously, man, T.I. was out. You know, so many other names was out. Outkast, they been said the South got something to say, but it's like it took New York a while. Let's talk about you adjusting to that city, coming from the South. It's big time culture shock, bro. I lived there. I know about it. Let's talk about your experiences with that.
When I first got to New York, dang, I was in a lot of fights because of the language gap. I'm like, I don't fight this much in Memphis.
Yeah.
So I was like real like fist fights out there, like people, because I wouldn't understand when they was calling me son.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm just coming from a racist town. Son means, are you calling me a nigga? Right. So I just was like, it was just a lot going on. They was like, you country mother. They couldn't understand what I was saying. I had gold teeth. I had afro.
Okay.
So I just was out there like, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, damn, I came here. This is my model look, but then I got this thing going on up here. They don't know nothing about what I got going on. But then my boy came up there. He's like, bro, I don't know. He's like, I think we need to figure something else out. There's too many weird motherfuckers in this business. There's a lot going on up there. I was like, what the hell is this? So when I first got there, it was fighting, it was adjusting, it was learning, how much food is, how expensive it was. That's the first thing that hit me, how expensive it was. Because I told you I went there with like 2,000.
Two bands.
But everything was everything $10. I'm like, man, damn.
Yeah.
So it was just like at the time, I just was trying to figure it out. And then let me see.
How long did it take you to go to Canal Street?
I was on Canal Street immediately because I was trying to hustle up.
Yeah.
I was trying to hustle.
Yeah. See, I know all about
all
it.
the
man.
fake bags. And
there you go.
Like that.
There you go.
So so I got there, and once I figured out where I was living, I was in Queens. Well, when I was in Harlem, I'm just going off. You remember the movie Ali with Will Smith? When I was in Harlem, I jumped in that movie as an extra because that was my first time seeing movie trailers and stuff in Harlem. I was like all over and I was like, what's going on down there? My homegirl was like, hey, that's a movie. They shooting a movie. I was like, I went up in there. Yeah. And I was like, what's going on? What movie? They was like, somebody in there told me, it was like, this movie, Will Smith is in it. And I was like, what, nigga? I was like, what? So they was like, yeah, Will Smith, Mario Van Peebles. I was like, them niggas is coming here? Hold on. Let me. So I waited around. That's how I met Will. I met Mario. I was in the scene, right? I had to show it to you. I brought the movie home. Yeah. I was in it for like 0.2 seconds, 0.2 seconds. My grandma was like, I was like, there I go right there. And my grandma was like, I didn't see nothing. We in the movie. My grandma like, I didn't see nothing. I was like, God damn, they put me in there for 2 seconds, bro. So that was like that was like part of it. Part of my coming up there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like I feel like Memphis taught me how to hustle But New York showed me how to super use it. But I put it to use when I got there. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I found myself up there, it was cool.
And that's the thing about New York, man. I can remember when I first got there. You know, of course, some of y'all may know, may or not know. I lived there for a while. But as soon as I got off the plane, like, it's something in the air. It's like it breeds hustlers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's, you just feel it. Like, as soon as you get there, you got to get some money.
Yeah.
You feel like you want to get some
When
money.
I first got there, I got somebody when I was looking up and stuff. Because when I left Memphis, everybody was telling me, nigga, when you get up there, don't be looking up and all this. And and I was like, but when I got there and I was looking up, it was making me think about money. I was like, damn, I want to work up there. You know what I'm saying? So so people started taking me, showing me the skyline. The skyline. You look at the New York skyline, it just breeds money. That's why I love downtown spots. If I live in downtown, I love looking at skylines. And based on how money your skyline is based on how much I love your downtown.
I'm with you, man.
You know
and
what I'm saying?
man, downtown is expensive.
Yeah, but New York it definitely breeds. It's just hustle. Ain't nobody got time to speak. Ain't nobody speaking to nobody. It's like everybody just after the money. Like what are you? If you do talk to me, what are you saying? And if it ain't about that paper or us going that way fast, then they don't want no parts of it. And they keep it super real. I love New York. I feel like I'm an honorary New Yorker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I lived in every borough, to be honest. Yeah. So, but I love Brooklyn the most.
Definitely. Shout out to Brooklyn, man. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my people at Maimonides Hospital. Yeah, we had an episode there. Now I gotta talk about T-Pain, man.
T-Pain, yeah, TP.
T-Pain, man. You signed T-Pain, man. You discovered him. I mean, how do we label that? How do we describe it?
I don't even know. I just be doing shit.
Yeah.
So what happened? I was in Miami.
Okay.
TJ's DJs brought me a CD. That's aging myself right there. But yeah, he brought me a CD, and we in the back of I used to be in the back of these black cars, you know, because once Tipsy is and Damn is big and these records is huge, I'm riding the back of luxury cars on the company, you know what I'm saying? I'm just in the back, and that's why I listen to my music. So I would pass it up to the chauffeur or whatever, and TJ's DJs gave me a CD in Miami, and he's like, yo, people told me to give this CD to you. A lot of people told me to give it directly to you, and I just saw you. So he walked up on me and gave me this, and he was like, this is a dude named T-Pain. Yeah. I really wasn't hearing what he was saying at the time. He was just like, blah, 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 blah. He was like, but this is what he said. He said, when you listen to it, if you don't like what's on the CD, you ain't got to ever talk to me again. Don't just block my number out your phone. Wow. And I was like, damn. So I'm in the car listening to stuff. I used to be a CD tosser. I used to be a frisbee champion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I shouldn't have done that, but at the time, I used to throw niggas stuff out the window. So yeah, I put this one in, and I'm just like, the first song on there was I'm Sprung. I was like, got me doing the dishes. I'm like, what is this? Yeah. And everything he was saying, it was just like, this melodies is crazy, song catchy. It's stuck in my head. I played it like 4-5 times before I just was like, give me the CD back. So I look at the number in the car. I'm like, call him. I'm like, bruh, what did you just give me? So I'm listening to the rest of it. It's a couple different songs on there. I was just like, bro, what is it? These words he putting together and the way these melodies is and his voice and what is that sound on his voice? Like, I'm like, what is that? You know, so I didn't even know what the auto-tune was. I didn't know what that was. I just was like, okay. So I went to go meet him. They told me he was in Tallahassee. He set it up. He called Payne. He's like, yo, the dude I gave the CD, he's like, he was fucking with it. He trying to come to Tallahassee to meet y'all. So T-Pain was in a group, Nappy Heads at the time. So I went to Tallahassee and I walked on the yard and T-Pain I didn't know it was T-Pain. I'm walking straight past this nigga. I'm like, ain't no way. You know, I'm just like, yo, I came here to see T-Pain. Yeah. And he's smoking a cigarette outside. He's like, I'm T-Pain. I was like, hell no. I don't know what I was expecting. Yeah. But I ain't mean that. No, you know, that's my nigga. That's my brother. Facts. But I just was like, hell no, this is not. And he like, who is you? I was like, I'm Hits from Sony. He was like, hell no. He's like, you look like me. What the hell? I was like, okay. He's like, you like a black ass Nelly. What the fuck are you doing? So that's how we met. That's how we met. We met right there, and I was like, bro, for real? You the dude that I'm listening to on it? He's like, bruh. So he's like, we go in the house, and that's when I met Boo.
Okay.
Akon's brother Boo was there.
Facts.
And I'm looking at him like, what he doing? He looking at me like, what you doing here? But when I found out he was Akon's brother, I told him, Akon, cool. Because I thought I found Akon for 1 second, but he was already he was already signed. I got a CD. It was at this college. Me and my boys used to drive to different colleges, and I had the CD and it had locked up on it. That's how I met Akon. But anyway, Boo was there, and I walk in with T-Pain, and T-Pain just playing songs and videos that he done made. He was like a techie artist.
Yeah.
So he's like had videos everywhere. He's playing music, and I'm like, damn, you wrote that, bro? He's like, yeah, I just wrote it right now. Then he started doing it in my face, writing songs in my face. So I was like, and he wasn't even writing. He just was kind of spitting these melodic songs out. I was like, what the hell? So I just told him, I was like, bro, oh yeah. So I called Akon out of respect because I didn't know how he was involved. And he told me he had just signed T-Pain to Convict Music.
Okay.
Well, he was in the middle of signing him to Convict Music. And I told him, well, I'm coming here from Jive. I'm coming here to meet him because I'm about to give him the big deal. You know what I'm saying? So Akon was like, Memphis, come, let me talk to you. He's like, listen, I'm trying to sign him to my shit first.
Yeah.
Then you sign him to Jive. And I was like, he's like, and I'm loving you messing with it already. So we good. We gonna make some money. We gonna get this. So that's what I did. I was like, all right, I'm gonna hold up. Cause I wasn't ready for no label at the time. I ain't know nothing about it. All I want to do is just keep dropping these hits on the world.
Right.
So Akon was trying to sign him to his label. And I was like, he told me to hold on. I paused for him for a second. And once he's like, Memphis, I'm good. He signed. And then I was like, I brought it to Jive. And it was around the same time with Chris Brown. So when I brought T-Pain, they was looking at Chris Brown, his music, and they was looking at me over here with this T-Pain guy, and they was like, Memphis, you sure about this? I was like, I'm telling y'all right now, this nigga gonna be huge. Do you hear these songs? Are y'all crazy? I was like, I can fix him up. You know what I'm saying? I'll fix him up. So I threw some shades on him. My cousins used to do his hair. I used to line him up. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna turn you into, and then I kind of, because, I was a fan of a lot of music before him, and I don't want to say who I'm a big fan of, but he's currently locked up. But without the shenanigans, my favorite artist is I think is the best, the best, greatest R&B artist that ever lived.
Robert.
Yeah. Yep, him.
Robert.
And I used to be with him. That's my dog, man. All right. Anyway,
it's like that, man.
Yeah,
it's definitely like.
So
that.
anyway, so I saw that, and I saw him in. Because I'm a Jodeci fan, I'm a Robert fan.
Robert, yeah.
But it's like so I saw that style in T-Pain, and that's what when I brought it, I told him I'm standing on it. Like y'all can still sign. It wasn't like it was Chris or T-Pain, but I was competing with Chris the whole journey with T-Pain because all the girls was loving. Yeah. But then when they heard T-Pain songs though, they was like, what? And then they was, and it was like he was fixed up now. He's like now he getting girls. He don't even he's like nigga, you gonna get me in trouble? I'm married. You got me out here with all these girls. I was like, God, man, this is what I told you. This is coming.
Hey, it's a part of the business.
Yeah. So, but he kind of got through it. It was like, but that's my brother. We made a lot of money together, and we changed the world. And I feel like it was another hits was here in the side of the planet. You know what I'm saying? Because it started a lot. I told him everybody gonna use this auto-tune. He was like, I don't even want to use this auto-tune. This is like, I just use this to keep my voice intact. And I was like, nigga, no. Keep that on there and watch what everybody started doing. It's gonna be auto-tune took over. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna ever sign anything as big as T-Pain, knowing what T-Pain is, TV, the cartoons, the auto-tune thing. I don't know if I'm ever gonna. But I'm still, my eyes are open to something like that. You ain't got to be like T-Pain, but it's just big. It's almost like I would never put him up against Michael Jackson, but respectfully, but he's a thing, like Michael Jackson was a thing.
I definitely understand that, but look, man, we got so much more that we can talk about, but. On radio, you know what I'm saying? I only got a certain amount of time.
Oh, yeah,
Can we
What's
do
up?
a Brink interview
Brink
like
TV.
on TV? Like, because I got a lot more topics.
Yeah,
Can we do
let's
that?
go. We doing the show.
Hey.
I'm here, man. Let's go.
Hey, we finna turn it up. Hey, stay tuned to
bumping.
Brink Radio. Don't
we
move.
Bumping, man.